Hello, everybody. I think I have the settings right now where we could actually type and talk to each other. Took a few minutes of reading some of this YouTube fine print, but I think we got this finally figured out. They say Wednesday night, 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock. I guess y'all chime in. We'll get up here and do this nice long talk and do some stuff. Um, I'd mentioned I was outside earlier in that Dakota fire hole that I used for yesterday's cookout. Man, you threw some sticks in there, and there was still enough fire in there, and it kicked off. Here in Southeast Virginia, it is going to be about 91, 92 degrees again today. And you go outside for a little while, and you got to find some shade because the humidity matches the temperature about 90 some percent. So, what's it like in the part of the country that you're in? Anybody out there? No, not yet. Well, it's kind of an odd hour. It's 11:26 a.m. East Coast time here in the United States. So I don't really expect to see a lot of people out here. I chime into some of the other live feeds, and sometimes there's three, four, five people, sometimes six, seven, eight. But this is an odd time and of the day, and I'm kind of got this really weird work schedule, but so you're liable to see me around, during the times. Oh, how's everybody doing? Feel free to, when you come on, to introduce yourself to each other and share, comment, subscribe, share, whatnot, like. Um, I do have a Dave Collier Camping Facebook page, and everybody's welcome to come up on it, share your stuff. Giveaways are welcome. A lot of channels that I subscribe to, they do giveaways now and again, and I have no problem with you guys sharing that. I think it's a neat way of getting to know each other. And once each of these stations channels get to a certain point, it gets exciting when you hit 100 and 200 and 300 and 4,000. And I see some of these channels have some unbelievable numbers, but I guess we'll all get there. Sure beats just sitting here doing nothing and arguing about stuff and things that we can't change about. Went shopping at Bass Pro the other day, hunting for some shot shells for this perimeter alarm to use when we do camping and stuff. And yes, I'm a bigger fan of the cold weather camping. Absolutely. I love getting up in there in that four season tents, get that stove in there, processing wood, and getting up on that cot, curling up in the quilt, sleep bag, whatnot, and enjoying myself. When it gets up about 90 something degrees, that's not much fun. You can't hardly even stay in the tent. You gotta go find someplace cold. So, how was everybody's 4th of July for those of you that are here in the United States? And, any other place that people have holidays, whatnot? Yep, I can see nobody's out here quite yet, but like I said, this is an odd hour of the morning to go on, and this is me learning this brand new Apple iMac, and I also have this. Let me get this here thing. The old Osmo action camera. And when I got this, I realized that I simply could not do the things that I really wanted to do with an iPhone and an iPad. So, hence enter this iMac. And now we have the memory and the capabilities of doing some really nice videos. Right now I'm using iMovie. I would like to get Final Cut, but I'm sure y'all know that that's a little bit of price tag on that thing, but I guess it might be worth it. Well, y'all let me know, when's a good time to go live. I realize this is a long weekend for most people here in the United States. I'd like to say hello to everybody, all the subscribers, UK, Canada, we got Japan, Philippines, we have some Iraq, India, Brazil, a few in Mexico. I know I'm probably leaving somebody out, and y'all shout out and tell me who I missed. Let's see who else I was supposed to do a shout out to somebody. Adventures with Spackman. Neat. That was a neat knife, man. That was a really cool knife that you were doing for that giveaway, man. That'd be a really neat thing. And Grandma Prepper, ma'am, I am working through this software, and I'm gonna tell you what. And this is for everybody, and I know she knows. When you go to try to inventory all the stuff that you have in your house, whether it's camping gear, food, tools, and then you move on to the sheds and everything like that. Well, you try to put that to paper, and then you try to put that to a computer program, and you really want to see some seriously bad to the bone computer program that will help you do that. Prepper Nerd, check his page out. That is really cool. So, but I tell you what, to get everything all situated and everything, whew, boy, that was a lot of stuff, man. A whole bunch of stuff. I had never realized that I had much stuff, and I'm sure I'm kind of like everybody. I'll have some in this closet and some under that, and there'll be some on the shelf in that shed. And then when you realize just how much stuff you do have, you say, wow, I didn't realize I had that kind of stuff. And then you get this unique software, this Prepper Nerd software, and it inventories and gets everything and puts it in kind of like a graphical interface once you get it figured out. And I know what you're saying. That's a lot of work. No, the software is great. What the real work is collecting up all your stuff and figuring out what it is you've got. And I'm sure Grandma Prepper and Prepper Nerd and anybody else that's ever tried to get themselves organized can tell you just how big of a task it is. So without going on any further, I'd like to say one more thing. Donnie Laws, that worm rattler, that thing works, man. That is so cool. And I have been watching your videos on metal detecting and stuff like that. And so many other unique things, ghost stories and strange stories and whatnot. Really cool, man. Really appreciate it. Appreciate the shirt. Appreciate the stickers. And that's one thing I need to do, get some stickers made for this channel so I can send them out and about. But, it is a very hot early July day here, and I don't mind telling you, I can't wait till we hit fall. We have a hurricane that may come up the East Coast here. Was it Isa, Ilsa, something? But I think it's near Cuba right now, and they don't know really whether it's going to go to hit Florida or where. And it thing will probably skirt up the East Coast, and of course, by the time it gets here, I'm really hoping that we don't have anything much more than a little bit of gust of wind and then, some rain. The late pattern seems to be about every fourth or fifth day we get 2 or 3 inches of rain. And I know you folks out in Washington State, Oregon, California, Western Canada probably say, man, can you box some of that stuff and send it here? And I wish I could, man. Wish I could put a giant hose and put it in the ocean here. Of course, you got your own ocean on the other side, but I guess that's too big of a task to do. But it really, really, really rained. Actually, it was Friday. Yeah, it was really came down a good shower. Not much thunder and lightning, but with this tropical thing, hurricane, I don't know what they call it. I guess y'all probably know about as much as I do. We'll see what it does, and if it takes its the classical course that most of these storms take, they'll pop across the islands in Cuba, then menace Florida, or from somewhere around Texas, Mexico border all the way around to Florida, and then somewhere along the East Coast, the Carolinas, and then bang right up here in Virginia. So you guys can visualize exactly where I am. You can look on your map, and you can find Norfolk, Virginia. Go just to the north, across the harbor, and you'll see two smaller cities called Hampton and Newport News. Look in the corner of Newport News, right up against James River in the harbor there, you'll see Newport News Shipbuilding. And I am about 2 miles that way is Newport News Shipbuilding, and about a mile that way is the James River Bridge, so you can kind of get a understanding exactly where I am. I've been looking at some of this software, like Say You're Lost or anything like that, and we're going to do some videos on that kind of stuff, and latitude, longitude. I know what some people say: if you can't read it, you can't convert it. I mean, what good does it do? It's not that hard once we do some stuff. And we've been doing some PVC hacks, some radio hacks, and fire starting hacks and whatnot like that. So we got a lot of stuff to do, and hopefully by the time we get busy doing this kind of stuff and get the rest of this supplies all organized and get this software done and create this graphical thing, I'll be able to better understand exactly what it is that I have, which is stuff scattered from one end of the world to the other end. And you can look behind me. This is the spare room of the house, and there's stuff everywhere. I got boxes on beds and things in chairs and stuff on floors, and this software and is kind of making me get honest with myself exactly what it is that I have, how much I have, how long will it last, is there an expiration date to it? So really cool. Well, like I said, come Wednesday night evening sometime, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, we'll go live and have a little chat, and you'll see me trying to figure out exactly all the settings with this iMac and YouTube and everything like that, all these restrictions and whatnot. Love this modern stuff, but sometimes it's got little toggle switches and little flip switches stuck in places that you never even knew there were. And then somebody will send a message to you, hey, brother, you don't even have your commenting on Unpaved Explorer. I thank you. Heidi, I thank you. Shout out to you guys, ladies, and whatnot. Unpaved Explorer, I'm always checking in on your page, and you're always right up against the Great Lakes or one of the rivers. I got a big one back here, Atlantic Ocean, Chesapeake Bay, James River. So you can get kind of visualize where I am. I did a video, I don't know, 2-3 weeks back, where I took y'all right about 6 miles to the east here, right up against the Atlantic Ocean in old Fort Monroe, Virginia, Hampton, Virginia, and did about 6 or 7 minute video of the harbor, the kind of what we call the mini Arlington National Cemetery for all the deceased veterans and war heroes and whatnot. But you can see just how much big that harbor was. You could see the carriers out there, 4 or 5 aircraft carriers over Norfolk Naval, and right back, I don't know, about 4 or 5 miles to the north of me is Langley Air Force Base, really big Air Force base. So I'm sure that some of you probably that are watching this video may have been Air Force veterans that were stationed there, and Navy, Marine Corps veterans that were on the other side of the water, Army veterans up the road here at Fort Eustis. But I'm a Marine Corps veteran myself. Most of my time, Camp Lejeune. I spent some time in Goose Bay, Canada, and Bodo, Norway, 2nd Marine Division, 2nd 4th Service Support Group back in the day. I guess they've changed the names. I think they just recently changed the name back to Fleet Marine Force Atlantic or something like that. Of course, the U.S., they want to abbreviate everything, FMF LAMP and everything like that. You really don't know what in the world you're talking about. But anyway, that's where I was at. I retired from the combination of military and the Postal Service in 2014, and been working with City of Hampton here for the last 7 years, coming up on 8. And my intentions are to retire next November, cross that magic Social Security line, and slide on out of these big cities and head on out into the boonies a little bit. And it kind of more suits my liking of things, being able to camp and shoot the guns and have a bonfire or whatever like that. Just, the kind of a little bit slower pace of life. Well, I will say goodbye. I think I might have this figured out, but any of you YouTube veterans see where I don't have something switched on right, yell, scream, post, like, share. And like I said, Dave Collier Camping on Facebook is there for you guys to share whatever you want to. Camping, fishing, hiking, uh, shooting, cooking, singing, whatever makes you happy. It says camping, but I guess it can be said that when we're hanging out in our little place here in the house, a little place in the backyard, sort of like camping. It's our little camp. Anyway, y'all do take care, and I will be talking to you in the near future. Be safe.